Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us on this special day as we say goodbye to Reverend Dawn Cooley. Reverend Dawn has served as our interim minister for the last 2 years. We are grateful for her service and wish her well. If you are curious about ways to be engaged in our community, please fill out a visitor form at the welcome table or on our website at www.unitytemple.org. We would love to help you make connections leading to more meaningful experiences. You may also reach me, Val Ridenauer, at membership@unitytemple.org. I am happy to meet with you in person, on Zoom, or by phone. Whether you are joining us in person or online, we are delighted you are here and hope you will come again.
Good morning. My name is Michael Weeks, and my pronouns are he, him, and his, and I serve on your board of trustees. It is my pleasure to welcome you here this morning. While masks are no longer required, we still do recommend them as a way to protect each other. If you are here for the first time, thank you for joining us. We look forward to getting to know you. We invite everyone present in the sanctuary today to join our in-person community time immediately following the service. Each week, we remind ourselves of our congregation's core values: connection, transformation, justice, and acceptance. Our mission is to embody these core values in our daily lives by welcoming all, inspiring compassion, nurturing wonder, and serving community. Serving community means we act in partnership with other local organizations and communities for justice. It means we try to put our faith into action through service. And in the spirit of serving community, we are seeking fresh voices for leadership positions to strengthen the future of our congregation. We are looking for the next slate of nominees to serve our congregation on our board of trustees or our nominations committee. To help learn more about these open positions and understand what is required of them, the nominations committee will host and moderate a panel discussion with current board members, like myself, on Monday, June 19th at 7 p.m. over Zoom. This will be a twist in our regularly scheduled Reflecting with the Board, and we hope you can join us for this conversation. We are so glad that you are able to join us today. We hope you find the service inspiring and meaningful. I invite you now to take a moment to greet one another, both in the sanctuary and online. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Our chalice lighter this morning is Simon. He is going into 5th grade, and he likes to be a helper. Please join with me in the words of our chalice lighting. We are Unitarian, Universalist. This is the church of the open mind, the loving hearts, and the helping hands. We take care of the planet Earth and each other. Helping hands.
Come by the fire, lay down your head. My love, I see you're growing tired, so set the bad day by the bed and rest a while. Your eyes can close, because you didn't know the truth. That's how it works. Till the bottom drops out and you learn we're all just hunters seeking solid ground. Don't stop trying to find me here amidst the chaos. Though I know it's blinding, there's a way out. Say out loud. We will not give up on love now. No fear. Don't you turn like Orpheus. Just stay here. Hold me in the dark, and when the day appears, we'll say we did not give up on love today. I'll show you good, restore your faith. I'll try and somehow make a meaning of the poison in this place. Convince you love, don't breathe it in. You were written in the stars that we are swimming in, and it has no name, no guarantee. It's just the promise of a day I know that some may never see, but that's enough. If the bottom drops out, I hope my love was someone else's solid ground. Don't stop trying to find me here amidst the chaos. Though I know it's blinding, there's a way out. Say out loud. We will not give up on love now. No fear. Don't you turn like Orpheus. Just stay here. Hold me in the dark, and when the day appears, we'll say we did not give up on love today. We'll say we did not give up on love today.
Well, that's a challenge to talk after that. Our opening words this morning are by Marnie Harmony. We whose journeys are always beginning, we whose mission always awaits us, we whose visions are bent on loving. We gather together here as a community drawn together out of common need, each toting our own suitcases of treasures and dreams. We gather today seeking meaning, yearning to understand life in all its dimensions as it challenges and expands, as it burdens, as it consoles and heals. We gather together with questions, the kind of questions that provoke us onto the path of action. We gather with hope, the kind of hope that pulses on through uncertainty. We gather with tenderness, the kind of tenderness that can only be born from knowing human capabilities as well as human imperfections. We gather wanting certainty and having none, but we are wakeful to the possibilities. Whoever you are, wherever you are on your life's journey, and wherever you are in the world, you are welcome here. Come, let us worship together.
Please rise in body or spirit and join me in singing number 1003 in the Teal hymnal. I'm going to need your help on this one. There are 4 lines, and we are going to sing each line twice. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to ask you to choose a line, one of the lines that we just sang together. Or you can just go with me and go through the lines again, or you can hum, or you can just smile, or you can do anything you want. But it's really a point of improvisation as much as really listening and thinking about what we're singing, of course. Where do we come from? Where are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery, mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. With me. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery.
Please remain standing. We're very interactive here. Please join me in the words of our covenant. Love is a doctrine of this congregation. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve humanity and fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other and with God.
Good morning. My name is Tristan Hansen, and my pronouns are she and her. Love is the doctrine of this congregation. and sharing our joys and sorrows with one another is one of the ways in which we embody love. In this sharing, we hope that the weight of our sorrows is less heavy and that our joys taste even sweeter. Before the service, you may email your joys and sorrows to us, write them in the binder kept outside the doors to the sanctuary, or type them in the chat if you are joining us online. These are the joys and sorrows we share today. My first one is actually not a joy and sorrow, it is a correction. The correct dedication on the front of the service was not published in today's order of service. Today's chalice table flowers are given by the Flower Committee in gratitude to Reverend Don Cooley. Erin McKinney would like to congratulate her parents, Bruce and Christine, on 50 years of marriage. Yeah. She is grateful to be their daughter and wishes them many loving years ahead. Someone has written, please heal Lucky. Please heal Doug and Denise. Please enlighten the city of Ottawa. Please enlighten Anita. I have another anniversary, just as impressive. David and Anita Kaneko are also celebrating their 50th anniversary. Congratulations, David and Anita. We're all so happy for you. Our space today is filled with untold joys and sorrows. If anyone has a joy or sorrow on their mind, I invite you to come forward to silently drop a stone in the bowl of water. The water represents the community we create, and the stones represent the mingling of our joys and sorrows. They remind us how life is made up of both. As you come forward, please form lines along the side and then return up the middle aisle. In the interest of time, please start the lines up here at the corners of the table. And if you were so moved, please join us in singing hymn number 123, Spirit of Life. The words are on the screen. us pause now in the spirit of prayer and meditation. Our prayer today is adapted from Prayer for the Journey by Krista Taves. Spirit of life and love, God of grace and mercy, source of all things that change us as we cannot change ourselves. We gather this morning as a covenanted community of spiritual seekers, coming together in a rainbow of diversity, united by our conviction that the wounds of this world can be healed through compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, and courage. And by healing, we do not mean restored to some mythical original purity, but brought to a new place with greater wisdom, wholeness, and liberation than could have been envisioned before. Our community is on a journey from being in trusted relationship with Reverend Don Cooley to transitioning to a new and unknown minister in potentially unfamiliar ways, of being together that we do not yet know. At the same time, we are transitioning from spring and the end of a school year into a summer of promise and possibility and other unknowns. In truth, we know that each one of us is on a journey, and all of our journeys place us before forks in the road. These places ask us to make choices, saying yes to some things, saying no to others, grieving in what we must leave behind, rejoicing in the blessings, often unexpected, that come our way. In these journeys, some will choose to walk with us, and some will choose another path. Some will pause for a while, withdrawing into their own places of transformation where we cannot follow. Some of these partings happen gently and lovingly, and others with judgment and disappointment. It is our calling to accept these things as a testament to our strength and our fragility, and to trust in the process, even as we fear the unknown, even as whispers of beloved memories draw us deep into our own hearts, even when we see more clearly where we have come from than where we are going. The journey asks us to keep walking. Let us enter into a time of communal silence for the individual prayers and meditations of our hearts. Spirit of life, we ask for patience, we ask for understanding, and we ask for compassion. We ask for hope and gratitude so that we may welcome our collective and individual journeys with open hearts, open minds, and open hands. Amen, and blessed be.
Well, today is my last day here, and before I invite the children and young people to come forward, I need your help. When I arrived here, one of the things that I did was unpack my suitcase in a message for all ages. It was this suitcase, and I had to do it online all by myself because that was how we were doing services. But today, I am excited that you are here and you all can help me with this today. The problem is that I made a bit of a mess. I threw my stuff all over the place. So could you help me by looking around the sanctuary and seeing what you can find and bringing it up here? Maybe if you're a grown-up, you can hold it up and a kid can come pick it up. And kids, children, and people who are young at heart, I invite you to bring those things forward. Yeah, that's one of them. Yep, I'm seeing some things. Bring them on forward. There are 8 items that I need to pack. Excellent, thank you. Excellent. That's right, oh, thank you. I know I'm gonna need this, right? Oh, thank you. Excellent. Oh, thank you. Boy, I really made a mess, didn't I? Oh, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. Boy, it is a good thing I have all your help. What have you got? Oh, thank you. Excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Thank you so much. And if any of the kids would like to stay up here, I welcome you to do so. And I'm going to explain why I need to pack all these, and then I'll put them in my suitcase. Anybody? You don't have to if you don't want to, but you're welcome to. All right. So let's see. Let's open the suitcase. And maybe you guys can help me by putting some stuff in here. There we go. Let's start with the roller skate. Can somebody pass me the roller skate? Excellent, thank you. All right, so one of the things I did when I moved here was I unpacked my roller skate because I love to skate. And while I didn't get a chance to play roller derby while I was here, which I love to do, I did get to do some roller derby drills with people. And we had a lot of fun, and I met some really great people that way. So I got to make sure to pack my skates. These are called quads. This kind of skate. What about the one that's over there? What about the skate that's on the ground? Thank you. Now this is a blade skate, right? This is a roller blade. Another thing I did while I was here was I got new roller blades, and I met a group of people that I skated downtown with and all over Chicago on Friday nights on roller blades. And it was a lot of fun, and I always wore my helmet and my pads in case. It's always good to be safe. Yes? You have roller skates too? Skating is so much fun. Right? Who here has skates? Excellent. Okay. You guys do. Excellent. All right, let's see. What else? Can somebody bring something else from the table or the... What have we got? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Oh, yes. These are my dolphins. My kids made this for me, and it always goes in my office. And so this will be going in my office at the UU Church of Indianapolis, where I'm going to be the minister. Thank you. And so this will remind me of my family, and I love that my kids made this for me. Oh, and a face mask. This face mask was made by a congregant, and it reminds me of all the changes we have been through in the last 2 years. You even saw on the opening worship that when Kelly was singing, she had a face mask on, right? That was from, I think, August 29th, 2 years ago. Oh, thank you, bags. So this bag is with an insignia of the Unitarians in Transylvania, and I got to go there, but there's something in this bag. Let's see. Oh, another bag. Who puts bags inside of bags, right? Right, a lot of people. So this is a bag with our logo of our Unitarian Universalist Association. And we got lots of help here in the last 2 years from our Unitarian Universalist Association and people in the region and national, and it was pretty neat. Oh, a walking shoe? Thank you. I like to walk, and one of the things I have loved about Oak Park is, did you know you can walk everywhere here? And this mud is from Thatcher Woods. I think I need a new pair of walking shoes. All right, let's see, what else have we got? All right, let's do this one, and then I'll do this one. So this is a mosaic that I made a number of years ago, and it has a mirror on it, right? And so one of my jobs as interim minister has been to hold up a mirror. You see the mirror? Right, so that the congregation can see who they are, right? I like this mosaic too because it is made out of different shapes and sizes, right? And it reminds me that it takes all sorts of people to make a congregation, and some of us have rough edges and some of us have smooth edges, right? And I like this too because it reminds me that we can all make something beautiful together, right? When we come together, we can make something beautiful. But you know what? It's not perfect. We don't have to be perfect, right? I'm not an artsy person at all, but I made this, and it reminds me that we can do great things when we come together. Yes, the tissues. Boy, the tissues are important because we used a lot of tissues. We had to talk about some really hard things, right? And we had to do some really hard things together. And so we went through a lot of tissues, and I'm going to keep these handy for the rest of the service because I'm going to need them. Tissues are good too because there are lots of things here that and people that I'm going to be sad to leave. Yes. The tissue box is a couch because if I had just put a regular tissue box on the pew, nobody would have known that it didn't belong there. So I had to do something to make it obvious it did not belong there. That's right. All right. I think that is everything. Oh, that's a lot of things to go in the suitcase, isn't it? You can see the bottom of the tissue box. That's right. It does. That's right. Can we get that?
How about now? All right. Reverend Dawn, I am grateful for your service and ministry here, and I am glad you have become an expert packer because we have one more thing for you to fit in your suitcase from the congregation. Thank you for being a part of our history. You will always be a piece of our story, and we hope that you will have a way now, an additional way, to remember us by.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to put it right here. Aw. Thank you all so much. So I now invite those of you who are going to be going to what we've got for the kids today, and you're also welcome to stay in the service, but let's sing our song as the kids go to Ari. Well, we have reached the end. Though the beginning was rough, it was really great how things developed over time. Indeed, it's always rough when someone new comes in and takes things in a different direction. We weren't quite sure how or even if things would work out, but they really came together in the end. There were times where it sure was a wild ride with ups and downs and lots of opportunities for growth and learning on everyone's part, and I think the end has left us feeling pretty good. Indeed, for some of us, we just wanted to start all over again. Ted Lasso was a really great TV show. Oh, wait, you thought I was talking about my last day? What? No. Of course, I am kidding. Though, truth be told, the similarities between this interim ministry and the show about an American football coach who crosses the pond to lead a British soccer team do have striking similarities to our last 2 years together, not the least of which is the reminder that curiosity will get one farther than judgment. Be curious, Ted Lasso reminds us. 2 years ago, just about, I told you that I was pre-fired. And here we are at the end of this time together, at the end of this relationship. And beloveds, these last 2 years have indeed been a wild ride, with all sorts of ups and downs, celebrations, and sorrows. Honestly and transparently, there were a couple of times in the last 2 years that I wanted to quit. And there were times where some of you thought that 2 years was too long for me to be here. We hurt each other, not intentionally. We hurt each other because we are human beings, and human beings make mistakes. And the challenges allowed us to live into covenant, to work on getting back into right relationship. And that, beloveds, is not nothing. There is often value in sticking with something even when it's hard, when it is uncomfortable, even sometimes when it's painful. Not always, of course. There are times when harm is done that mean you need to cut yourself off from the harm. But sometimes, and maybe even a lot of times, it is the discomfort, even the pain, sometimes even the hurt that makes us stronger and can make our relationship stronger. And I believe that this living into covenant, which is really living into our faiths as Unitarian Universalists, that is what we celebrate today. Knowing that we are human and we will break our vows 1,000 times, and yet we have opportunities to show grace to one another and to try again. And we did. We had those opportunities, and we did show grace to one another and come back into relationship. I didn't quit, and I think that this congregation grew to accept and maybe even embrace a style of ministry that was different from what you had seen before. And we did really good ministry together. Our challenges have caused us all to grow. I am a better minister because of my time here, and I hope, I have faith that this congregation is in a better place than when I arrived. In the final episode of Ted Lasso, Roy Kent asks, "Can people change?" No spoilers, I promise. The Diamond Dogs answer, "Human beings are never going to be perfect. The best we can do is keep asking for help and accepting it when you can." No person, no congregation, no ministry is ever perfect. But as Coach Beard reminds us in the show, perfection is boring. Beloveds, these last 2 years have never been boring. I am proud of you, and I am proud of myself. We worked really hard. We failed sometimes. We hurt each other sometimes. And we worked really hard to get back into right relationship. This is what success looks like. Success doesn't look like perfection. It looks like progress.
And beloveds, through all the AFGOs and the AFGEs that we have made progress. You have made enormous progress. I am so proud of you. Over these past 2 years, I have learned so much. I have learned better not to take things personally, and I've gotten better at apologies. That's a mixed blessing. And I've learned to go more slowly, especially when I'm just starting out at a new congregation, to take time to establish trust before I dive into the challenges. And I've learned that sometimes the best we can do is plant the seeds and hope that they grow. I invite you to think about what you might have learned about this congregation over the last 2 years, and I hope you will share it with me, either on the Kudo Board website, the link to which was shared in the e-beacon, or even after the service today as we're eating cake and getting all sugared up. But not after today. Because after today, I am no longer your minister, and I will be following the code of conduct and ethical guidelines from the Unitarian Universalist Ministers Association, and I will be stepping away from the congregation in order to make room for your new minister. But please know that my stepping away doesn't mean that I don't care. I am grateful that we human beings are capable of holding multiple, even conflicting emotions at the same time, because I am so full of them. I am sad to leave. I have grown pretty fond of y'all. And I'm tired. We worked hard for a long time. I am excited for what's next for me personally, and I am excited for what's next for you all collectively. I will be watching. Sad, tired, excited, and proud. All the feelings. Bruce Springsteen wisely said, "No one you have ever been and no place you have ever gone leaves you. The new parts of you simply jump in the car and go along for the rest of the ride." We will always be a part of one another. You have informed who I am and how I do ministry, and that will impact all the congregations that I serve in the future. And I believe I have had an impact here as well. I love hearing you talk about stewardship and about shared ministry. I love the variety of voices you have had and will continue to have in this pulpit. And I think you have a better, more sustainable view of not only how to exist as Unity Temple, Unitarian Universalist congregation, but to thrive. Thank you. Thank you for being on this wild ride with me. And thank you for the opportunity to minister to and with you. It has been an amazing journey. Blessed be.
My blood doth rise in the roots of yon oak. Her sap doth run in my veins. Boundless my soul, like the open sky, where the stars forever have lain. Where the stars, where the stars, where the stars forever have lain. My hands hold the weavings of time without end. My sight as deep as the
was going to invite them, but they already knew what to do. When I arrived, I was given keys to Unity Temple and the Unity Temple Community Center on South Boulevard. I now return these keys as a physical representation that our time together has come to an end.
Reverend Don, 2 years ago, you were hired to journey with us through this time of transition. Although we recognize that change is ongoing, we also recognize that this period of transition is complete. So we take this time to formally recognize the ending of this ministry.
I am grateful for the ways my leadership has been embraced, my challenges to you warmly considered, and our mutual commitment to this faith held in care. I acknowledge that my ministry has not been without its mistakes and ask forgiveness for those mistakes. As I leave, I will carry with me all that I have learned from you as your interim minister.
We receive your gratitude, offer forgiveness, and accept that you go now to serve Unitarian Universalism in a new way. We express our gratitude for your ministry with us. Reverend Don, we are grateful for your leadership during this tumultuous time. We know it has not been without challenges. We acknowledge that we have also made mistakes in our time together and ask forgiveness for those mistakes. We will carry what we have learned from you with us into the new ministry.
I receive your gratitude, offer forgiveness, and give my blessings upon your new ministry. I am so grateful for this time we had together.
Do you, Reverend Cooley, release the congregation into its own care? Will you refrain from returning or participating in this congregation in order to allow for a new ministry to grow and to flourish?
I do, and I will.
And will you, members and friends of Unity Temple UU congregation, refrain from seeking advice and counsel from Reverend Cooley so as to allow your relationship with the new developmental minister to grow and flourish? We will.
With appreciation for all that we have shared, and with hope in the present and faith in our future,
we look forward to new beginnings. With joy and gratitude, we now begin a new journey. May it be so.
Good morning. My name is Rich Picorni, and my pronouns are he, him. I'm a member of Unity Temple and a grateful supporter of the Third Unitarian Church's Austin Scholars Program. Each week, Unity Temple gives our Sunday offering to an organization that aligns with our Unitarian Universalist values and is committed to bringing compassion, equity, and justice to the world. This week, our offering goes to the Austin Scholars Program. Members of the Third Unitarian Church created the Austin Scholars Program in 1974 to provide financial assistance to graduating high school seniors in the Austin community of Chicago. The scholarship funds awarded go to incidental expenses that often become obstacles to low-income students, even though they have other financial assistance. This year, the Austin Scholars Program granted 15 awards of $1,000 a year just a few weeks ago. Every high school graduate attending college can change a family and a community. I hope you'll join me in partnering with Third Unitarian Church and helping to assist even more worthy students in attending college. You may donate by placing cash or checks in the collection baskets that are being passed now. And please pass the baskets, and someone will be at the back of the main floor of the sanctuary to collect the baskets. You can also give by sending a check to the Unity Temple office with Austin Scholars on the memo line. And those checks must be received by this coming Friday, or following the instructions on your screen if you're online. Your gift will help us create a more just world, and may it also bring you joy. And now, if you would please rise in body or spirit and sing with us hymn 1000, Morning Has Come. It's in the Teal hymnal, number 1000.
Has come, arise and greet the day. Dance with joy and sing a song of gladness. The light of hope shines upon each face. Bring faith to guide our journey home.
You may be seated. One of the beauties of multi-platform worship is being able to use music that we have used before. That is such a joy. Well, my bag is packed and I'm ready to go. I'm not going to start singing. I am ready to journey to Indianapolis to begin a ministry with a new congregation. Before I go, though, I offer you this benediction that I said for years at First Unitarian Church in Louisville, and I offer now to you. Here, in this Unitarian Universalist congregation that strives to be a beloved community, may you always know that you are lovable and that indeed you are loved. And may you carry that love out into the world as a blessing. And now, please join me in the words of your chalice extinguishing. Carry the flame of peace and love until we meet again.
The storm is coming, but I don't mind. People are dying. I close my blinds. All that I know is I'm breathing now. I and instead I sleep. I want to believe in more than you and me, but all that I know is I'm breathing. All I can do is keep breathing. All we can do is keep breathing. Now, all that I know is I'm breathing. All I can do is keep breathing. All we 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 can do is keep breathing. Now.
Keep breathing and come have cake.
Thank you for joining us, and I hope you found the service meaningful. My name is Jeffrey Piper, and my pronouns are he, him. My family's been a member of the congregation for 18 years, and when our 2 children were young, they participated in a variety of religious education opportunities, OWL, and other activities that have had a profound impact on how they approach their own spiritual journeys as young adults. As a family, we always enjoyed the annual family retreat. For me, musical programming has been special, and recently I found meaningful connection with Faith in Action and a spotlight on immigration justice. Our worship services and all the wonderful things we accomplish are made possible by the contributions of members and friends of the Unity Temple congregation. I ask you to join us in financially supporting our work. You may donate by using the QR code on your screen or by mailing a check to Unity Temple UU Congregation, 875 Lake Street, Oak Park, Illinois 60301, or by giving on our website, unitytemple.org, and then clicking on Donate at the top of the screen. We accept online gifts through PayPal and Realm. You can learn more about how we carry out our mission on our website, unitytemple.org, and find out about our many support groups, Faith in Action teams, social groups, faith development groups, and music programs. May what you give bring you joy. Thank you.